Hello. I know I got this massive lens flare here. If I can, yeah, it's got a blind in front of it, and it's still massive lens flare. So let's focus back on me. There we go. So, what I'd like to talk about today is a instance that I disagree with Prager University. Now, this doesn't happen very often, so don't get used to these kinds of videos. But I don't think that the left has destroyed the Boy Scouts yet, or ruined it, even. Now, are they on their way to doing that? Absolutely. Absolutely. But they have not succeeded yet. And that's what Dennis misses. They have not yet succeeded. If they had succeeded in ruining the Boy Scouts, it would be co-ed. It would be actually co-ed, which it isn't, and I'll get to that in a little bit. We wouldn't be allowed to shoot guns, which we are. Take it from an Eagle Scout who got Eagle in 2017 and is still active in his troop. We probably wouldn't be allowed to know first aid. Personal management merit badge would be a thing of the past because they'd say, socialism, and be done with it. What else? Oh, and we wouldn't be allowed to call them boys or girls. It'd all be them. That one right there? No, the one right next to him. To them. Them. I said them. No, no! Yeah. That kind of thing. At least that's how I imagined it. All kind of Orwellian, if you ask me. Now I know I'm gonna get beaten up over this, and if I get restricted, I'll fight it. I'll sure as hell fight it. But unless I use some foul language, then I'll be like, okay, I use some foul language. That's okay. So let's get to the boy-girl thing. So it is not an intertwined mess of 11 through 17-year-old boys and girls. No. The Boy Scouts are smarter than that. We are a much more conservative country sexually than France, Sweden, Norway, Finland. Name a Western European country, and we are more sexually conservative than them. In Sweden, I kid you not. Now, I heard this from a secondary source, not someone who's been there. But I heard through the grapevine, I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying it's false, I'm just saying I heard, and I kind of believe it actually, that in Sweden, in their sex education classes, they teach about certain objects, which are not helpful in the reproductive process, or enjoying your partner. I'm trying to be vague here, so I can... Wait. Why am I trying to be vague? Okay, so they teach about vibrators. Let's be honest. And condoms. And they don't teach abstinence theory. Alright? So there's good and there's bad. They might teach about it, but that's not the one they push, unlike American sex ed classes. So, and most of my audience at this point is not young enough to be sensitive to that kind of stuff. So, alright. So, who this is aimed at anyway. So, here's how the girls in the Scouts works in the Scouts BSA. you have a girl troop and you have a boy troop. Your girl troop, if it's just getting started, you have to have at least 5 females. Which means, if you don't have 5 females, they have to wait till they're 14 or find another troop. If they can't find another troop, they have to wait till they're 14 and join venturing crew. And if you didn't know, venturing crew is essentially scouts, but for more mature people. We're allowed to shoot stuff that isn't just 22s. We're allowed to shoot. We're allowed to shoot anything we can afford, minus artillery and fully automatic. That's what we're allowed to shoot. That's one thing one way venturing differs from the scouts. Another way is it's co-ed. You have men and women in the same campsite. You don't have that with Scouts BSA. On a regular basis, anyway. I had eye boogers. They're real. And I'm just going to make another video detailing the difference between venturing and Scouts BSA. Oh, and I'm calling the uniform a Class A. I don't care who yells at me in the comments. I'm calling it a Class A. That's how I was raised. That's what it is. It's a Class A. And the flag's on the wrong side, and the stars are facing the wrong way. So, I will do another video on the uniform of the Scouts BSA. So, membership, oh yeah, back to where I started. The left, Dennis Prager likes to think the left has successfully ruined everything. They haven't. We still have our strongholds. Let's keep them. All right? So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end this one. As always, thanks for watching. I know this is my first video in a long time, but I think these are going to become more regular.